Look, I love Vivian, but I just don't think she's on these two's level. And then, as always, Benjamin Bigger is the biggest. This T3 is T0. Don't forget. Never forget that. Never forget that.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Kate7th, and I'll be your host today.
My chat has told me that I really and truly needed to react to the Prydwen tier list the entire time we were doing polls. Yo, Gib, holy shit, thank you for the raid, bro. Appreciate you, fam. But the entire time we were doing polls, people were saying, Keta, you gotta go and see the new tier list. So here we are. I kind of want to read all this, to be honest with you. Okay, let's just get right to the tier list. All right. P6 is the new buffs, right? Okay. Yeah, so sub DPS is completely gone. And then support is still stun, defense, and support. Okay. Yeah, potential sixes. I see Grace already has a watch list, so we'll definitely talk about her. This is a complete overhaul. And you know what? As long as they're talking about like the current in-game, like obviously because that's what you have to base like your tier list. Like if an updating tier list like Prydwen has to base their stuff off of current in-game. Honestly, I like this more than the last one.
Patch 2.5 has finally launched, and it's looking to be a good one. As with its release, we have finally received a new Void Hunter. And alongside her, the developers have decided to give us a free Labubu. And if you are someone who happened to miss out on one of these characters' reruns, you will finally have a chance to get them in the second half. But because of 2.4 releasing a meta-defining unit in Dylan, there's a chance that your polychromes are looking oof. But don't worry, I got you back. Because with lootbar.gg, you can be saving big today. As if you were to click on my exclusive link in the description below, new users can save 23% today. And all purchases will be at a discounted rate. And all you have to do is enter your UID and region, click on the bundle that you would like, and within seconds, you will receive your purchase. And yes, this does work for the spending event. But also, this doesn't just have to be ZZZ. No. As it could be any of your favorite mobile games, such as Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, or Honkai Star Rail. So please do yourself a favor and let Lootbar save you money today. But with that out the way, let's get you back to the video.
Is there someone who doesn't agree? Like, I like the whole crit DPS, anomaly DPS, instead of DPS and secondary DPS. I kind of like this. I like the layout more. Like crit, separating crit and anomaly. I like that. I like that a lot more than the primary and secondary. Okay, so they're saying there's not a single T0 anomaly DPS in the game. And honestly, I do think you can still make an argument for Miyabi. Like, yes, I've said this many times on Private Reacts, right? Like, the moment there is season 1 content in game, mostly for Deadly Assault, Miyabi destroys it, right? But the moment that there's 3 season 2 bosses in DA, then 100%, right? Like, she goes down. It's like, I don't do, Miyabi's so polarizing because like the way she completely trivializes and destroys old content till this day is crazy. But the moment that the end game is nothing but season 2 content, it's not like she does shit against it, right? She doesn't do shit against it. Obviously, that's why they still have her pretty high, because you know this is not T1, right? But she's definitely no longer the best. So that's the thing about Miyabi. So I do think you can make an argument that Miyabi could still stay T0, and as long as you gave enough good points, I'd be willing to hear you out. I agree with this for now with Ye Xiongwang and Ishun. Because from the calcs I'm seeing, because again, when I was reading this, they said best in slot teams, right? From the calcs I'm seeing, Ishun and Ye Xiongwang best in slot teams on a neutral playing field, like if the enemy they were fighting against was neutral, they're pretty much equal to each other in DPS. So I'm okay with it for now, but I do see Ye Guang just being in a tier of her own in the future. I won't be shocked if Yixuan gets moved down in the future, basically. Like, I think I'm okay with it for now, but I won't be shocked if Ye Guang is the only T0 in the future. Now, Banwei getting the expert tag and being moved up. And this is why, like, it was really important to read this, right? Wait, I gotta find it again. Dang, God damn it, give me 1 second. Here. About the expert tag, and also towards the bottom when they were talking about, like, you know, optimal gameplay and stuff. When Banwei, like, brother, I've said this many times on my own personal streams while I'm like, you know, while we're doing account reviews or reacts. It's crazy. If you put the same account but played by 2 different players with the exact same team, with the exact same drive disk, with the exact same W engines, but the only difference was the 2 different players, it's crazy the difference between Banwei. Like, someone who plays him subpar versus someone who plays him well, the score difference is massive. It's massive. But if they're going to, you know, give him the leeway of, like, you know, if you do play him well, this is his peak, then I'm okay with that. But yeah, I 100% will not, like, disagree that his performance can be, like, really big. I know there was a lot of people when I did the last Prydwen react that didn't like the expert tag on Eve, but that's why I was asking earlier, right? Because when I was reading this, where was it? It was about when they said the combo window, right? Right here. Have tight combo windows. If you're trying to fit like a certain amount of chain attacks plus Evelyn's ult and stun, you do have to be very fast. Like, you can basically not afford to waste a single second in stun. But that's why I was asking, is combo window stun window, or is it just talking about combos in general? I didn't know if they meant stun window when they said combo window, or if they were just talking about combos in general when they said tight combo windows. You said combo window is not stun window, so they're not referring to the stun window when they say this? Okay, so, okay, if they're not referring to the stun window when they say combo window, the hard thing on Evelyn is that you just can't waste time, right? If you want to get a certain amount of attacks in the stun window with Evelyn, you cannot afford to waste time on her. That's the quote-unquote hard part about Evelyn, but yeah, she still has the expert tag. It is what it is. Now, Sambi, bro, chat, I might have to make a video on Sambi. Because, again, they are assuming best in slot team. Yo, Sambi has a top 5 DPS team in the game. And she's not number 5. I don't think she's top 3. She's probably number 4 when I think about it. But Sambi, Orphe, Trigger, brother, that's a top 5 DPS team in the game, bro. It's crazy how good it is. It's one of the most flexible, most versatile teams in the entire game, and it's just so good. Like, the Sambi resurrection is crazy. Yeah, I think you can, you know what, you probably can make an argument for top 3. Not gonna lie. You could probably make an argument. I think she's number 4, but I think I'd be willing to hear an argument of her being top 3, because dude, she's just very, very good. And her, if we're assuming best in slot team, she has one of the strongest best in slot teams, and that's because they have made the synergy between Sambi, Trigger, Orphe just fucking perfect. All 3 of them buff each other. All 3 of them do their role on the team to perfection. Like, all 3 of them are basically bouncing off each other. So it's like, that team is just crazy, bro. It really is. So I 100% agree with Sambi, like, being really, really fucking good. Like, the resurrection of Sambi is crazy. Like, bro, just a few months ago, she was like the laughing stock of the community. Like, genuinely, a few months ago, she was the laughing stock of the community, being clunky, inconsistent, multiple bugs. The resurrection of Sambi needs to be studied because she is that girl now, bro. She is that girl. She is like, she actually deserves the glaze now. 100% she actually deserves the glaze now. Now, when it comes to Seed, before the potential unlock 6 stuff came out this patch, I remember telling you guys a while ago that I like to talk to Black Ace a lot, and from what we could tell from a lot of like high level Seed play and like a lot of high level Sambi play, Seed and Sambi were pretty much on the same level. Like they basically both had the same ceiling. But I think now that the P6 is here, like the potential unlock 6 is here, Sambi's just better. It's not like massive margin, but I do think that Sambi's just the better character. And again, you can't say I'm being biased because I like Seed more than Sambi. Well, obviously all of the Defense Force and Oball Squad and Silver Squad are my favorite characters, but I like Seed more than Sambi, so you can't say I'm being biased. I do think Sambi's just better than Seed now. She does have the edge over Seed now, 100%. Ihari is just very solid, very good overall. Like Ihari just gets the job done. Ihari reminds me, she's just a character like when you need a reliable character to clear for you, Ihari's gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like not that hard to play. I think she's frustrating to play. There's a difference between hard to play and frustrating. Like Ihari's actually like really easy to play. It's just when you're fighting an enemy and you want them to hit you fast. Like when I'm playing Ihari, I want enemies to attack me like as much as possible. I can't stand it when I'm playing Ihari and the enemy just doesn't attack me. They'll just walk backwards. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's like, oh my god, please hit me. But she's not hard to play and she's very reliable. See, the thing about Orphe is so weird, bro. Obviously, she's my favorite character in the game, but how do I explain this? Other than outside of Sambi team, I think Orphe is top tier if you're putting her with Sambi. But outside of Sambi team, I don't think Orphe's top tier. I think she's just good, right? She's just a good character if she's not with Sambi. But here's the thing, right? You know how up here they said that they were just basically going off of 20k score and 20k score only, right? For the average player. You know what I have noticed? You know what I have really noticed about Orphe? She heavily overperforms for casual players. At least from what I have personally seen from my account helps and from the videos people send me to review on Discord. From what I have personally seen, so I'm not speaking for everybody, but from what I have personally seen is Orphe overperforms heavily for casual players because she's so easy to use. Now, will they sometimes mess up and not make sure the Orphe buff is up during the entire stun window? Yeah. But in terms of like being extremely simple and easy to use and just have an off-field damage dealer that gives a small buff, bro, Orphe hella overperforms for a casual player. Like she does very well because like, she's just so easy to use. Like she's so easy. Yeah, she's a DPS that's on autopilot. So if we're talking about getting 20k score, I think I'm actually okay with her being up here. But I would understand if people want to bring her down. But I think I'm okay because if their criteria is 20k score, at least from what I have personally seen, she hella overperforms. As a casual player, I agree. Look, he just sent that message in chat. But yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, I want to talk about Soldier and Ellen last. Dude, there's almost 1,000 of you in chat. By the way, appreciate you guys for sticking around after the polls. Like, holy shit, I thought most of you would leave. But honest opinions on you. The last time I did a Prydwen react, there was actually a decent amount of people who were defending Juyen in the comments. I want to see a lot of you guys' honest opinion on Ju. Be completely honest. Do not let your bias show through. She needs a buff. T2, don't have her. Don't use her. She sucks? Damn. Underperforming. Worst agent in T1. Overshadowed by Yuxuan. Dylan helps her. She could use a buff. She's usable. T2 all day. T2 definitely needs a buff. Fine. Love the character, but every time I've used her, she's performed terribly. Last time I used you was in 1.1. Damn. Needs a buff. You got 40k on Thrall with her. Okay. Was that Jian, Dylan, Nicole? TTV Meyer? Okay. Well, it's like, man, Ju's hard, man. Like, I actually don't think she's that hard to use. It's like, this is how I feel about Ju, right? I think this is the issue. I think this is the real fucking issue. I don't think Ju or Haru, this is my opinion. I don't think they're T1. But I also don't think they're as bad as these characters either. If we're talking like a casual player trying to get 20k, that's my issue. Like I feel like they're like in between, because I don't think they should come down to this tier with them, but I also don't know if they should stay right here. But that's my take. I think that I should stop talking about Hugo. Okay, my honest opinion on Hugo. I don't think Hugo's shit. I think Hugo is one of the most frustrating characters in the entire game to play if you don't have the right gear. If you do not have the right drive disc in terms of substats, he's one of the most frustrating characters in the entire game to play. Because all it literally takes is missing one totalized crit and GG. That can completely fuck your run. He's one of the most frustrating characters in the game if you don't have good gear. It's very frustrating. And man, when I'm helping people clear their end game and I have to use their Hugo, and their Hugo only has 70 something crit rate after the core buff. Remember, his core gives him 12 crit rate after he uses the chain attack, and they only have like 70 below 80 crit rate. It is the most frustrating shit, because you can quite literally play the Hugo team perfectly, make no fucking executional mistakes, but if you miss that crit, it can ruin the entire fucking run. That's my issue with Hugo. I wish he wasn't so frustrating for players if they didn't have enough crit rate, or hell, even just good enough disc in general, because Hugo was like such a short stun window. Like, he gets punished from having worse drive disc more than other characters in terms of just overall damage output as well, just not just crit rate. So yeah, it's very, very frustrating experience. If you have the drive disc though, if you have the team, then it's nowhere near as bad. But holy fuck. But yeah, I don't think Hugo's shit. I just think he's very frustrating for a lot of players. I think Monato is definitely above these characters, so I'm fine with him being here. 100%. Monato's just solid at M6. And then Ellen and Soldier. Oh my god. You know what? That's true. Before we go to Ellen and Soldier, that is also true. Hugo is easy to play. He's one of the easiest DPS in the game to play. So if you do, dedicate time and resources to get the drive disc you need for Hugo, then you can actually do well. That's why I'm saying I don't think Hugo needs to go down. I don't think he needs to go up. I think Hugo's a fine character. He can just be frustrating if you don't have the pieces you need. He could be more frustrating than others if you don't have the pieces you need. Like I'll tell you like this. the amount of Iharis I've had to play that have really bad drive disk are nowhere near as frustrating as Hugo with really bad drive disk. It's like, yeah, both of these characters can have really shit drive disk, and yeah, like obviously it's gonna hurt Ihari's damage too, but it's nowhere near as frustrating as with Hugo when I'm helping someone clear their end game. But yeah, let's move on to the two buff characters, Ellen and Soldier. Ellen's buffs, they're okay. I just don't think they're crazy, but they're definitely welcome. So, definitely not complaining. And also, Ellen is surprisingly fucking good against the Thrall. Like, oh my goodness! Like, ever since the Thralls came out, Ellen has done very well against Thrall every single DA that Thrall has been in since his release. Yeah, she's actually like really fucking solid against Thrall, and this is before the phase 6 change. So yeah, she's just fine. I don't think she's OP or anything, but I don't think she's bad either. Now, baby girl Soldier, now that's a glow up. Man, I was watching I Am Ravenous video, yo editor, put it on the screen. But I was watching I Am Ravenous video and I was just grinning ear to ear the entire time because, man, Soldier, the glow up is real. It's, I'm so happy. The glow up is real. Not only is she significantly better, she's way more fun to use too. Like, man, talk about a fucking glow up. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is Soldier 11's T0. Because if you guys think she's ever gonna be higher than this, you are capping. You're capping. This is Soldier 11's T0. The glow up is crazy. The glow up is crazy. Very, very, very happy with the buffs with Soldier specifically. Very happy with them. Soldier's almost as big as Ben. True, true, true. I didn't really say much on Haru, but here's the thing, right? Like, I don't really know what to say about Haru because I'll say it like this. I don't see casual Harus anymore. Is it just me? Is it just me, or when you see a Haru, they're not a casual. They are a very good gamer. I don't know what casual Haru gameplay looks like anymore. I don't know what casual Haru gameplay looks like anymore. Anytime I see a Haru, they are a fucking gamer, bro. So I really don't have much to say about him. I think Haru's very cool. I do think he's one of the coolest characters in the game. And yeah, I do. I mean, I've seen people, you know, push this character even till this day. So yeah, he deserves to be here. Now, yeah, these three characters are basically the same. Chat, they did confirm that they're gonna buff all the standard S ranks. So when Nekomata gets her potential unlock 6, does Neko finally move up here? Ooh, T2 forever. I don't know, bro. Maybe they can cook. I think they can cook for real. Look, if Soldier can have the glow up she had, I think Neko can too. But it just depends on what the buff is. And then, yeah, there's not much to say here. I'm okay with the partner tag, and obviously, if you are very dedicated to these characters, you can do well with them, but like you need to be dedicated to them. And then, as always, Benjamin Bigger is the biggest. This T3 is T0. Don't forget. Never forget that. Never forget that. I already talked about Miyabi at the beginning of this, so I'm not going to go over her again. I already talked about Miyabi. I do think you can make an argument that she can go to T0, but we already talked about her. But now, coming for Alice and Vivian, bro, is Dio here? Yo, I gotta make sure Dio's not here. Dio's not in chat, right? Look, I love Vivian. She's one of my top 3 females in the entire game. But I just don't think she's on these two's level. I would love for to see some arguments, but I just don't. I think these two are just better than Vivian. But Vivian is obviously still very good. I don't think Vivian's trash. So don't get that twisted. Vivian is not trash. She's still a very good character. She's a solid ass character. I just don't think she's on these two's level. That's the only thing I just disagree with. Like I guess Vivian is also kind of similar to Orphe. She's very easy to use. So she can, if we're just talking about getting 20k, because she is very simple and easy to use, and because she can also play herself, like, you know, do attacks by herself, I guess you can make an argument for that. If we're just talking 20k, which they said 20k only for this list. For my personal tier list, I would have these two higher than Vivian, but I am willing to hear arguments of why Vivian should stay with these two. I am willing to hear. Vivian is a very comfy character for casuals, and I guess that does have merit. That does have its strength, and obviously I still think Vivian's a very good character, so I'm okay with it overall. Now, Bernice. I don't want to come off as very negative here. Bernice is definitely better because of her buffs, and I'm very happy for it. But I kind of agree with Rivenus while I was watching his Bernice guide. I feel like they could have did more. When I look at Bernice's buffs compared to soldiers, I feel like they could have did more for Bernice. But she is better. But I don't know. I just felt like they could have definitely did more. But she is better. And that's a good thing, I guess. Jane, Piper, and Yanagi. Yeah, because there's no T0 anomaly here. Everybody else had to move down. Piper has the partner tag. That's fair. Well, that's obviously Piper's best team, right? If you want to use her like as a on-field like carry. It's not like Piper can't use new buff Bernice, right? I feel like you would still get pretty decent results if you had Piper and Bernice, but you didn't have Vivian with Bernice's new buff. Like, you would still get good results, right? So, I don't know. Does she actually deserve the partner tag? Bernice is better now. So it's not as big of a deal if you don't have Vivian. Like, Bernice can do it. Yeah, I don't know if Piper deserves it. You think Jane should have a partner tag for Alice? But Jane can still... Like, Jane's the most flexible one here, right? Because you can do monophysical with Alice, Jane Bernice, and Jane Vivi, right? Well, I guess you could technically do Yanagi. I don't know. I don't like Yanagi Alice. I see some people try to run Yanagi Alice. I don't really like it as much. I think it's fine. I don't know if anyone here deserves the partner tag, to be honest. Because I do think Piper with new Bernice will still do fine. Yanagi Alice is a hops team. Okay, so Grace has the watch list on. Now, for my Grace players, you're going to have to talk to me. This is the one character in the game that I literally have the least gameplay on. I don't think there's a single character in this game I have less gameplay on than Grace. So I have no confidence in speaking on Grace's buff. I literally have no confidence. I don't even want to do it because I feel like I'm going to say some stupid shit that's wrong because I have no confidence speaking on Grace's buffs. She's the one character in this game I have the least gameplay on. Grace is actually pretty good now. But yeah, I just have no confidence speaking on Grace. Just like I have no confidence speaking on Yanagi. That's why I didn't speak on Yanagi that much. Like, I just haven't. Like, the teams I play with Yanagi the most when I have to use Yanagi to clear someone's content, it's almost always either Miyabi Yanagi or Yanagi Vivian. Those are the only two Yanagi teams I ever play. If I have to use someone's Yanagi to help them clear. But even though I'll get the clear for them, I still don't feel like I'm confident enough to speak on Yanagi. Does that make sense? Like, I'll get the clear for someone if I'm helping them clear their end game, but I still don't feel like I'm confident enough to speak on Yanagi. That's why I always say in these tier lists, like, if you play Yanagi, defend your girl. Like, let me know how you feel about her.
Let me know how you feel about her in the comments and how she's doing right now. But okay, chat, type 1 if you think Miyabi should go up to T0. Type 2 if you think she's perfectly fine where she is. I actually am curious. While there's a lot of you in chat, there's like 900 of you here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty even. I think there's slightly more ones. Yeah, there's definitely more ones than twos, but I wouldn't say one is dominating. It's probably like for every 3 ones, there's 2 twos. Just eyeballing it. I could be completely wrong, by the way, but I don't want to end the other poll. I'm sorry. I don't want to end the other poll to start another one. I was just curious what you guys are saying. All right. Well, we're done with Anomaly. All right, let's move on to support, which is every other class. All right, so their T0 who did not change at all. Only thing new here is Zhao. Pokra moved down. Kaleda moved. No, Kaleda didn't move. These 3 moved down, right? Yeah, so these 3 moved down. Pokra moved down. And Seth moved down. Okay. Astra should move down. Who is Astra still best in slot with? Evelyn. Well, shit. Yeah, I guess Ellen. Yeah, Ellen. Seed Orphe? No, Trigger's better. Trigger and Astra, they're pretty close to each other. But I do think Trigger, like, if played well, would slightly be better in a Seed Orphe. Anton, yeah, there you go. All right, brother. Ain't no way we bringing up the Anton. Oh, no. Wait, no. Here the Milk's actually right. Zhao might be better for Ellen than Astra. If specifically if Zhao has her signature W engine. If Zhao has her W engine, Zhao might be better for Ellen because Zhao actually does days, which can allow Ellen to get 4 stuns significantly easier. So if you guys don't know April, put it on the screen right now, Shin. So if you guys don't know April did a showcase showing Zhao versus Astra for a Sambi team. I know we're talking about Ellen, but the same logic applies. So just hear me out. The same logic applies. But basically, she did a showcase showing Sambi with Astra and Sambi with Zhao, right? And the Zhao team scored slightly higher because Zhao got to the 4th stun significantly faster than the Astra team because Zhao actually does days. And if Zhao has her W engine, she's buffing very similarly. Like, it's not 1-to-1, but it's very similar to Astra, right? So I think the same thing, I think Here Milk's actually cooking right now. I think the same thing can apply to Ellen. Because Zhao actually does days, it would allow Ellen to get to the 4th stun in DA significantly easier than it would with Astra. If Zhao has her W engine, I want to make sure that's clear. If Zhao has her W engine. But yeah, like, I feel like I say this every single time we do the Prydwen react, bro. Like, Astra is a good character, yes. But as more and more time passes, more and more DPS are no longer wanting Astra as their best in slot. She's usually a DPS's 2nd best in slot. Sometimes 3rd, but usually 2nd, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She's just a very flexible, strong support. Fufu, Trigger. Yeah, Zhao's the only new one. Okay, Nicole kept her expert tag. I actually just agree with this fully. Because I'm pretty sure they did say limited or standard S rank engines, and since Zhao is free, you don't actually have to pull a copy of Zhao. So if you do have the pulls to spare to go get the W engine, then she's just solid. Zhao's biggest issue is she's truly only best in slot right now she's only definitively, let me say it like that, she's only definitively best in slot for one character right now. She can be best in slot for Ellen potentially, like I was saying earlier, because Here to Milk brought it up.
I would actually like Ellen players. Yo, if you're an Ellen player and you do have, if you're watching this video, if you're an Ellen player and you do have Zhao with her W engine and you are able to do comparisons with other supports, I would love for you to actually do your own comparisons and let me know, because I think that's actually very interesting. But yeah, Zhao, her biggest issue is she doesn't have a drive set. she doesn't have a drive set. It's either Astral Voice and you struggle to keep the uptime, or Proto Punk and you rely on the enemy AI to attack you for defensive assist or evasive assist, or Swing Jazz and you have to use her terrible chain. Like, bro, Zhao's chain is god awful. If you use Zhao's chain, that's like -3 seconds and stun. If you're using Ye Guang, then that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But if you're using someone else with Zhao, oh my god, don't use her chain attack. Like please, please don't use her chain attack. It's so bad. But yeah, she's just a solid character, bro. I actually think Zhao is going to be very good for a lot of players. Having a support that's free, give you 1,000 attack and upwards of 40% damage percent, depending on how much HP she has. Like, I think a lot of players are not gonna hit that max 40, but you should be able to hit 30 for sure. So we'll just say around 30 to 35% damage bonus, while also being able to contribute to days, while also being very easy to use. Bro, she's free. And I think the worst part is, not only is she free, she's better than in pretty much like every single way. God damn it, buff Caesar. For the love of fuck. Oh, yo, buff Caesar. Please, for the fuck. Please, please, please. I think Jay Stern put it best on his newest short. If Zhao wasn't free, I'd have a lot more criticisms for her kit. But the fact that she's free and she does what she does as a free agent, beautiful character. Like, great character. Wonderful. Thumbs up. Lighter's my goat. I do think he deserves to stay up here for now. And then Trigger, we talk about Trigger every time, bro. Like, I have come around and said that I do think she's not significantly better than I used to say without her engine, but she is better than I used to give her credit for without her engine. So, and if you do have her engine, I think she's great. Lycon's never gonna die. Every time they make a new ice DPS, Lycon will be right there for them. Lycon is him. If you have an ice DPS and you don't have limited supports, but you have a Lycon, you're good to go, homie. Like, he will carry you. Like, the homie will never die. And he's also going to eventually get buffed, because they said they're going to buff every standard S. So yeah, Lycon is him. I think he's very solid character. Pan, yes, because if you don't have Lucia and you want to buff Rupture, if you have N6 Pan, that's a huge blessing, as we saw with the male only account. The male only account, thank God they had a Pan. Pan came in clutch for their Monato. Not only their Monato, but now their Bonway, because now they have Bonway too. So yeah. Chingy, I think I'm doing everything in my power to not let my bias show through, because I hate being biased on tier lists. I try to be as objective as I possibly can and push my feelings to the side. That's why I end up shitting on a lot of my own favorite characters. But man, the amount of account surgery / deadly assault / Shiyu defense help I've done, bro, I think M6 Pulchra is better than Chingy, bro. M6 Pulchra, bro, when I'm on an account and we are like struggling, we're like, bro, what the fuck are we gonna use on this account? And then we see a Pulchra, I'm like, yo, chat, is that Pulchra M6? Oh my god, clutch, we're saved, bro. Pulchra, bro, she is such a solid fucking character, bro. Like, she has saved so many accounts. You don't understand, bro.
M6 Pulchra is the fucking goat. She has helped so many accounts clear. Like, I don't, but I'm trying not to let my bias show through because Pulchra has come in clutch so many times for me when helping others. But okay, I'll let it slide. It's fine. Expert tag on Rena. This is M0 Rena. So you said it's not biased. Wait, you said I'm not being biased towards Pulchra if she's really just a good agent. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. But let's move on to Rena. So expert tag on Rena. This is M0 Rena, obviously. Are they basically just saying like you have to keep the Rena buff? Like you have to pay attention to the Rena buff more when she's M0? Is that what they're just basically saying? Like so you have to do like more swap in basics and dash attacks to keep up the buff? Is that what makes her harder to play? Do we got any really good Rena players? Because when I play Rena on stream, I just copy what I see R2 does. I just copy what I see R2 do. Because I'm not like an expert on Rena. So, we got any Rena experts? What makes her harder to play? Because I know you have to swap into her more often if she's M0 because of the uptime. You blink and the buff is gone. Nicole without a defensive assist. Yeah, so I can't really speak too heavy on Rena. I think my thought process when I'm playing her is, okay, I just need to make sure I'm swapping in every so often to either do a dash attack or some basics to reapply the buff. If I don't have energy, obviously if I have energy, then I can use the EX special, but that's basically my thought process when I'm playing Rena. I never thought she was like crazy difficult. Honestly, M0 Rena plays very similar to a well-played Nicole. Holy shit, that just opened my eyes. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, holy shit. You know what? Okay, I think I understand now. I think holy shit. Saying that out loud just opened my eyes. Holy shit. Yo, okay, wait. Yeah, because it's very similar. It's very similar. Like, playing M0 Rena is very similar to a well-played Nicole. I guess it's more so the buff management, right? That's the hard part. It's not like hard execution-wise. It's more so you got to really be paying attention. So it's probably that, like the buff management. But we're coming to an end here. Can't wait for Kaleda buffs. I actually can't wait for Rena buffs. I'm actually excited to see how they're gonna buff the other standards. Maybe we get A rank buffs one day. I will say I disagree with Seth being as bad as A rank Ambi. I don't agree with this. Seth is right here if you can't see him. I don't know if my Bang Boo's covering him or not. Is it? I don't think it is. But if you can't see him, he's right here. I don't think Seth is as bad as A rank Ambi. Like, yeah, Seth actually buffs. Seth has a very good defensive assist. Seth can keep up Astral Voice by himself. Seth's additional ability is one of the better in the game for an A rank. It's a very good additional ability when it's active. Like, it's actually phenomenal. Seth can completely interrupt enemies. I'm not saying Seth is like this broken Giga Chad character that defies all, physics. I just don't think he's as bad as A rank Ambi. He actually does like a lot more than A rank Ambi. Other than that, yo, chat, glad I was able to react to this. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about this. I read all the comments as usual. And chat, how many Bang Boos do you give this out of 10? Miyabi and sub DPS? No, they completely changed it. It's crit DPS, anomaly, and support. But hey, make sure you join the Discord. We're almost at 10,000 members. Maybe we can get 10K before the new year in Discord. On a road to 40K. Appreciate the support. And come and check out the streams. Streams have been getting pretty big, man. A lot of people over here, and we have a good time. But other than that, my name is ZZZ7th, and with that, I'm signing out. Peace.